10 world mysteries we still cannot explain. What if the answers to our biggest questions are already hiding in plain sight? In this episode, we dig up 10 real mysteries that keep scientists, detectives, and codebreakers scratching their heads. From a 72-second space signal and an undeciphered book to a missing airliner and a sculpture with a secret message, each one dares us to look closer. Watch, learn, and decide which puzzle you would solve first. What if the world is full of question marks disguised as facts? Tonight, 10 puzzles that refuse to behave, each one hinting at a solution just out of reach. Number 10. The WOW signal. On August 15, 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio caught a 72-second ultra-narrowband signal so clean a volunteer circled the printout and wrote one word, WOW. It seemed to come from Sagittarius, right near the hydrogen line, and then it never repeated. Explanations range from comets to a brief natural maser flare lighting up a hydrogen cloud, but nothing has stuck. If it was natural, it was rare. If it was not, it was a whisper from someone else. Number 9. The Voynich manuscript. An illustrated codex written in an unknown script, carbon-dated to the early 1400s, filled with plants that do not exist and star charts that tease without telling. It lives at Yale's Banach Library, and for a century, scholars, cryptographers, and confident amateurs have tried to read it. Some swear it is a cipher, others a lost language, others a hoax with commitment issues. The only sure things are the date, the vellum, and the fact that nobody can read a single page. Number 8. The Phaistos disc. In 1908, archaeologists on Crete found a palm-sized clay disc stamped with 241 tiny symbols arranged in a spiral, like ancient movable type. Is it a hymn, a game, a list, a prayer, a warning? No one knows. A century of attempts and it remains undeciphered, its neat little glyphs smiling back like a crossword you cannot start because you do not even know the language. Number 7. The Dyatlov Pass incident. 9 experienced hikers set out into Russia's Ural Mountains in 1959 and never came home. Investigators found their tents slashed from the inside and bodies scattered in the snow, some with unusual injuries. Wild theories bloomed. In 2021, scientists showed a delayed slab avalanche could fit much of the evidence, with follow-up work supporting the idea. It is the most sober explanation so far, but not everyone is convinced, which is how legends survive the cold. Number 6. MH370. A Boeing 777 with 239 people on board vanished from radar on March 8, 2014. Bits of debris washed up on distant shores, but the main wreckage stayed hidden. In 2025, Malaysia approved a renewed deep ocean search with Ocean Infinity, a no-find, no-fee mission targeting a new zone in the Indian Ocean. 11 years and counting, families still wait for an answer, and aviation still lives with its biggest blind spot. Number 5. Havana Syndrome. Starting in 2016, U.S. personnel in multiple countries reported sudden sounds, pressure sensations, headaches, dizziness, and cognitive issues. Was it a device, a toxin? Something else entirely. In 2024, large NIH-led studies found no MRI-detectable brain injury or consistent biological abnormality, while confirming the symptoms are very real. The cause remains unsettled, which might be the hardest diagnosis of all. So why do some mysteries refuse to crack? Because data is messy, memories fade, witnesses die, funding runs dry, and nature does not label her files. Most answers are not single bullets, they are mosaics. Until the mosaic is complete, the picture can look like anything. Number 4. The Zodiac Killer. Late 1960s, Northern California. A serial killer wrote taunting letters and ciphers to newspapers, claiming more victims than police could confirm. In 2020, a trio of codebreakers solved the infamous 340-character cipher, but the killer's identity remains unknown, and the case is still open. Every few years, a new suspect makes headlines. Every time, the proof stops short. Number 3. Oumuamua. In 2017, we spotted the first known interstellar object passing through our solar system, a cigar or pancake-shaped thing that sped up slightly as it left. Comets do that when ice is vaporized, but no normal coma was seen. One group proposed trapped hydrogen or nitrogen released from processed ice could explain the push. Others are not satisfied. Natural seems likely, but the exact recipe is still on the whiteboard. Number 2. Cryptos at CIA headquarters sits a copper sculpture with 4 encrypted passages. The first 3 fell to codebreakers years ago. The fourth, K4, has resisted decades of attacks even after clues like Berlin, clock, and Northeast. In 2025, the artist announced he will auction the full solution later this year. For now, K4 remains unbroken, a riddle hiding in the courtyard of the world's most famous spy agency. Number 1. Dark matter and dark energy. Look at the cosmos, and most of what holds it together and pushes it apart is invisible. Roughly 27% appears to be dark matter, 68% dark energy, leaving only about 5% as the stuff we know. We can see their fingerprints in the cosmic microwave background and the way galaxies bend light, but not the things themselves. In 2025, the Euclid Space Telescope released its first public data and images toward a grand map of billions of galaxies to trace these ghosts with precision. The universe keeps its biggest secret close, and we keep building better questions. Here's the pattern. The clues are real, the data is partial, and the story is still being written. Maybe MH370's seafloor trail, Kryptos' last line, or a new radio burst will snap into place tomorrow. Maybe the Voynich finally speaks in the right ears. Until then, mystery is fuel. If you want more reality-bending puzzles, hit subscribe and share this with a friend who loves unsolved stories. Drop the mystery you think deserves a deep dive in the comments, and tell me which one you would solve first. The best picks will show up in a follow-up episode.